Good afternoon, students. This is lesson 9 in Zern that you should be doing today. I am going to show you a few things that I want to kind of go over with you before you actually attempt this lesson, or for those that have already done Zern today, that's fine. This will be a good review for you. We have been working on going to numbers to 100 this year, and now we're going to be going past the 100 into the 120 mark. As a reminder, 10 tens is 100, and remember that. They are going to have you working in place value charts on lesson 9, so you will need to make sure that you remember where the ones place is and the tens place. And in just a little bit, I'm going to show you what the hundreds place is going to look like. So as a reminder, when we're counting by tens, if we're going from 1 to 120, we're counting 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 110, and 120. Okay, so once we get those done, let's look down here at how this could look if we had 10 bundles and ones. So right here, I have some tens and I have some ones, and let's count our tens. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we have 10 tens. How many ones do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We now have 5 ones. If we have 10 tens and 5 ones, our number is 105. Now, what you've been used to is seeing just a tens and ones place value chart. So what I'm going to show you real quick is what a place value chart is going to look like when you add in the hundreds, okay? And we're used to having tens and ones, but now we're going to be adding hundreds in. And as we get through future lessons, you'll actually be putting things in the hundreds place. On this particular lesson, they were having you put the number of tens in the tens place and the number of ones in the ones place. For those of you that remember, what is the maximum number of ones that you can have in the ones place? I'll wait. It's 9. Once you get to 10 ones, what do we need to do? We need to bring that over to the tens place. So just like we did that with the ones, we're going to do that with the tens. So once you get to 10 tens, you're going to take a 10 and move it to the hundreds spot. They haven't done that all the way through this lesson, but you will see that in the future. So let's take a look real quick, and we are looking at the number 109, and you'll see that we have 10 tens and we have 9 ones. Okay, for the number 112, we have 11 tens and 2 ones. Now, what would this look like if we broke this down? I'll take a second and show you what it's going to look like. You would take this 10, because we know 10 tens equals 100, and we would move it over here to give me 100, which would then leave me with 0. So I have 109 gives me 109. Okay, so on a 112, you're going to take a 10 out of here, leaving you with a 1, bringing that 10 over here, and leaving you with 112. So 100, 110, and 2 ones gives you 112. This lesson was very short. It really did focus just on the tens and ones, but it also gives you a great introduction of going to the 120 mark. And this is where we're going to be focused. It's very important for y'all to get a good grasp of the hundreds, tens, and ones places throughout this module, because this is where you start in 2nd grade. So I want to make sure that we really understand this one, and I know I've kind of given you a very quick overview. It's hard for me not to have you to ask questions while we're going over it. So if you have any questions on this lesson, please have your parents message me on Dojo. We can do a face-to-face meet or whatever we need to do on FaceTime or Google Meet, so that we can go over it and make sure you understand. Again, lesson 9 was pretty easy. It will get a little bit more difficult, but just remember where your ones, tens, and hundreds places go, and it must go in this order. Very, very important. Okay, so please, if you have any questions, just let me know. I miss you guys. Wish I was teaching in the classroom. Wish I had all of my Unifix cubes and everything that we usually use to go through math, but we're doing our best, and that's it for lesson 9. So I'll see you tomorrow for lesson 10. Thank you.